I started in the hydroponic industry about 20 years ago, and as I learned and grew, I found out that I could help clients achieve great yields. A lot of my high-level clients, they brought their friends to me, they asked me questions, I told them what to do, they went home, they had success, and it was really rewarding. But when I had the opportunity to teach a course, I realized that I knew what worked, but I didn't know why. And that was when I started writing and designing my course, and I had my light bulb moments where I understood how plants actually work. And I went on to design a course that I taught over 7 classes, usually once a week, about 2 hours a class. It was super successful. My employer at the time allowed me to use the top floor of our Langley store to teach the class, and I taught for 2 years, and towards the end there was classes as large as 30 people. And I took another 10 years to take that information, refine it, add to it, and essentially bring it into a book format. That is how the Grower's Handbook came into existence. I always say it's the book I've needed my whole career, and I had to write it to get it. So in 2010, when I first printed it, it was after 10 years of bringing it to fruition. The book wasn't perfect. It was definitely not how it should have been, but I really had to get it out there, so I did. And people still tell me to this day that they love that version of it and got a ton of benefit from it. Then in about 2012, after a lot of editing, after creating an index and adding a whole bunch of things to it, I felt I got the book to the point where it should have been originally. And it was always bearing the subtitle, Teachings of the Garden Sage. And that's really how I branded myself as the Garden Sage and how I'm getting to be known now. So essentially I'm moving beyond the general Grower's Handbook